Good evening, traders. This is Robson Hayashida here, and today we are going to explain to you guys about the colors of candles on PVSRA. So what does each color mean in PVSRA? Before I can explain that to you, I'll explain to you guys basic concepts about candlesticks. So let me go to Paintbrush. Okay, so let me draw to you a candlestick. Okay, so you have something like this, okay, and sorry for my drawing. So this is a candle, okay. So what you have here is this is the body, okay. This part, this rectangle, is the body of a candle, okay. So the the thing that you can see here, okay, so this part is the okay, this part is the bottom of a candle. So if you see here that you see this line here, okay, so the bottom of the candle uh, in a bullish candlestick would be the start price, okay. Okay, so this thing that you can see here, okay, so this last part, okay, so you have the shadow, so you have this line here is, and this part of the candle is the lowest price, okay. So this is the lowest price. So for example, let's say that we are looking at time frame M1, which means per minute, so 1 minute. So by the end of 1 minute, okay, the price was here, okay. So here would be the end price, okay. So end price or close price, okay. Here would be start price or let's say the open price, okay. And then here the highest, this the high, can you see this, the top here? So this is the highest price, okay. So if you have a bullish candlestick, the price started at this part, so the bottom of the body, okay. So you can see the candle here, this is the body, okay. So it started low, but it ended very high, okay. So it ended high, so that's why we call it bullish, okay, because it started low and ended high. And then these things here, these lines here and this line here, this line here is the lowest price, okay. So this edge here is the lowest price within that time frame. In this case I said M1, so within 1 minute, by the end of that 1 minute, okay, this is the lowest price that it got, and then by the end of it, it ended here, and here is the highest price. So the highest price was here. So maybe we think that 1 minute it got high up to here, okay, and then but then by the end of that 1 minute it finished here, okay. So this is a bullish. So a bearish candlestick would be here. I'm going to draw with gonna draw it, okay. So oops, gonna draw it with dark gray color, so dark gray, okay. Oops, sorry for my drawing is not very good, okay. So for a bearish candlestick would be the opposite, okay. So this part would still be the same, so this part will still be the highest price, okay. And this part would also be the same, okay. So this part would be still the lowest price, but the difference is here. So the difference is that for a bearish candlestick, okay, the open price would be high, okay. So it started high, but by the end of that time frame, in this case M1, it finished low. Okay, so here is the price where it closed. So it closed it. Okay, it closed it low. Okay, so this is the difference between a bearish candlestick on the right side and a bullish candlestick on the left side. Okay, so now going back to PVSRA. So as you can see here, so why did I use on paintbrush, why did I use light gray and dark gray? Because these are the colors that we use on PVSRA. So can you see these candles here? They're light gray, so it means that they are bullish. Okay, can you see that the price is going up and up? Okay, so it starts low and closes high, starts low, closed high, starts low, closed high. Okay, and here you can see dark gray. So it started high, closed low, started high, closed low, started high, closed low. Okay, so now we have other colors. So we have, for example, we have red color, red and green. So what do they mean? So red and green, they mean situation climax. What is situation climax? Is that the volume is so high, but so high. Okay, so when you look at the volume here, you can see that you have like a huge, like a red candle, huge green candles here. So what means is that the volume is so high that it has reached 200%. Okay, 200% of the last 10 volume bars, and then we call it situation climax. So something is going to happen. And the same thing happens to the other colors that are pink and blue. So here you have pink and blue, but in this case means that instead of 200%, it's just 150%, which is also high, but not as high as the green and red candles. So in the case of the blue and the pink candles, it has reached 150% of the last 10 bars, of the average of the last 10 bars. Okay, so what does it mean in terms of strategy? I'm not gonna talk about the strategy itself in details, because the purpose of this video is to explain the meaning of the colors. So I'm gonna stop here. If you want to know more about the strategy, then continue to watch my other videos where I talk about how to use these colors in order to enter a trade. Okay, so another thing that I want to explain to you about colors is that um, the color is decided by the volume, actually. So if you can see, the volume here is red, and this will reflect into the color of the candle on the PVSRA itself here. Okay, so when you look at the color, you see that here it's a huge red candle, here is a huge, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, sometimes you have a huge red candle volume, but you have a very tiny red candle. In this case, you have a huge one here as well, but it's not always. Okay, and what happens here is that whenever you have a color here, okay, either red or pink or green or blue, you see that an equivalent, you have something with the same color reflecting on the price chart. Okay, so this always happens in PVSRA. So you have a green candle here, you look up, you have an equivalent, like the same color, you have a candle corresponding to the candle here. Okay, of course, regardless of the size of the candle here. Okay, so sometimes can be big, sometimes can be small. Okay, but you always have an equivalent color, like on the bottom, on the volume and the price. Okay, so another thing that I'd like to discuss with you guys is the hourly. Okay, so you have M1 here, right? And then can you see this green like huge green candle here, and then huge green one here, and then here you can see this huge red one here. So these ones that you can see, these blocks, okay, so you can see 1, 2, 3 green blocks and 1 red block and 1 green block. So these blocks that you are seeing are the hourly candlesticks. So instead of having to change to H1, you don't have to. You can still be on M1 and you can see H1 here. So these candles, these huge candles are the H1 candles, okay? So this saves you time because you can still stay on M1 and look at H1 without having to change your chart, okay? And this is extremely convenient and very good for trading decisions. For example, you can see that right now, oh, by the way, this is a live chart. And right now we are on the hourly, we are on a green candle because you can see that the background is green, okay? And you can see that the previous hour was also a bullish, okay, green candle, so it was a bullish candle on the previous hour, all right? And you can also see that for the last 3 hours it had been green, okay, so it was bullish on the hourly, and you can see a red one, which probably this is a small correction, okay, so this would be a correction, and you can see a green one, so probably the trend will be bullish again, I guess, okay. So this is what you can see from the colors of the candles on PVSRA. So that's my video for today, guys. If you have any comments, please. Oh, we just got an alert. So if you have any comments, just write on the comment section below. And please subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned and goodbye. Thank you.